Have you ever dreamed of something that seems beyond your reach? Have you fervently wished for a change in your life but felt constrained by circumstances? Neville Goddard, a visionary and spiritual teacher, instructs us that the key to transforming our reality lies in the power of our imagination. Through his teachings, we discover that by immersing ourselves in the feeling that our desires have already been fulfilled, we imbue our wishes with the necessary force to manifest in the physical plane. Imagination is the very essence of our existence. It is the act of mentally creating what we wish to experience in our reality. To achieve this, we must plunge into the sensation that our goal has already been realized, perceiving every detail through our spiritual senses. By infusing our desire with the vividness of reality, as if it were already tangible, we give it the necessary impetus to materialize in our environment. The power of imagination is not merely a fanciful concept but a transformative force that can reshape our lives in profound ways. It's about more than just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's about harnessing the creative energy of our minds to bring about real change in our physical world. This process requires a deep understanding of the connection between our thoughts, emotions, and the reality we experience. Consider, for instance, the case of an FBI agent with a passion for opera. Eager to obtain the latest album by soprano Isolde de Fraga as a Christmas gift, he was confronted with the news that production had ceased and no stock was available. Instead of giving up, he decided to test the strength of his conviction. He lay down on his sofa and visualized himself entering a record store, asking for the album, and receiving an affirmative response from the clerk. He repeated this mental scene until he felt its palpable realism. When he visited the store in person, despite initially being informed that the record was sold out, something compelled him to persist. It was then that he noticed a poster advertising an Isolde collection that included her latest work. Although the situation didn't unfold exactly as he had imagined, the desired result was achieved. He left the store with the record in his hands. This episode corroborates the assertion that our stance, though it may initially seem implausible, if maintained with insistence, becomes reality. This story illustrates a crucial aspect of the imaginative process: the importance of persistence and unwavering belief. Even when faced with apparent obstacles or contradictions to our desired outcome, maintaining our mental image and emotional conviction can lead to unexpected opportunities and solutions. It's not about forcing reality to conform exactly to our imagination, but rather about opening ourselves to possibilities that align with our deepest desires. The story of Dr. M is another testimony to the transformative power of imagination. Faced with an unfavorable judgment after the failed sale of her house, she decided to trust in her visualization ability. She focused on imagining the judge declaring her innocent, and after a long recess, her vision became reality. This case demonstrates that by aligning our actions with our imagination, we can alter the course of our reality, even in the most challenging circumstances. Dr. M's experience highlights an important principle: the power of imagination is not limited to personal or trivial matters but can be applied to significant life challenges, including legal and professional situations. By maintaining a clear and positive mental image, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, we can influence outcomes in ways that may seem miraculous to the uninitiated. Mrs. Rio's experience serves as a reminder that imagination can be our ally even in moments of adversity. After falling victim to theft by a trusted employee, instead of seeking external solutions, she turned to the power of her mind. She visualized her home restored with all its furniture, and surprisingly, the next day, she found herself face to face with the former employee and managed to recover her belongings. This incident underscores how dedication to our inner vision can attract unexpected and positive results. This story illustrates the concept of living from the end, a key principle in Goddard's teachings. By fully embracing the feeling of the desired outcome as if it had already occurred, Mrs. Rio created a psychological and energetic alignment that facilitated the resolution of her problem. It's a powerful reminder that our internal state and beliefs can have a tangible impact on external circumstances. Finally, the story of Mr. F.G. exemplifies how nurturing a fantasy with imagination can transform it into tangible reality. While recovering from surgery, he immersed himself in the idea of a cruise, using travel brochures as fuel for his vision. Months later, Despite having forgotten about the matter, he found himself the winner of a Caribbean cruise trip, a prize from a contest he didn't remember entering. This event demonstrates that by feeding our dreams with vivid imagination, we can attract experiences that seemed out of our reach. Mr. FG's experience touches on another fascinating aspect of the imaginative process, the role of the subconscious mind. Even when our conscious attention has moved on from a particular desire, the seeds planted in our subconscious through vivid imagination can continue to grow and manifest in unexpected ways. This underscores the importance of being mindful of the images and feelings we cultivate in our inner world, as they have the power to shape our outer reality. Neville Goddard's philosophy is not limited solely to obtaining material goals but also has the potential to profoundly influence our health, relationships, and overall well-being. Consider the case of Marco, a young man diagnosed with a chronic illness that severely limited his ability to participate in physical activities. Inspired by Goddard's teachings, he began to visualize his body brimming with energy and health, participating in sports and activities that were previously impossible for him. With unwavering faith, he immersed himself in this vision day after day. Gradually, his health began to improve in ways inexplicable to doctors. While his recovery cannot be attributed solely to the practice of visualization, it is undeniable that his change in mindset played a crucial role in his path to healing. Marco's story touches on the fascinating intersection between mind and body, highlighting the potential of imagination to influence our physical health. While it's important to note that visualization should not replace medical treatment, it can be a powerful complementary tool in the healing process. By cultivating a positive mental image of health and vitality, we may be able to tap into our body's innate healing capabilities and support our overall well-being. Similarly, the story of Lucia, a woman who struggled with loneliness and difficulty in establishing meaningful relationships, illustrates how imagination can transform our emotional reality. By focusing on visualizing her life surrounded by friends and a loving partner, feeling the presence of these relationships even before they materialized, Lucia attracted new people into her life who reflected exactly what she had imagined. Lucia's experience demonstrates the power of imagination in shaping our social and emotional world. By changing her internal narrative and expectations about relationships, she created a new energetic field that attracted compatible people and experiences. This principle can be applied to various aspects of our lives, from career advancement to personal growth and self-esteem. These examples remind us that our outer reality is a reflection of our inner world. By changing our internal beliefs and expectations, we can influence the events and circumstances of our life in astonishing ways. This concept aligns with modern understanding of neuroplasticity and the brain's ability to rewire itself based on our thoughts and experiences. By consistently focusing on positive, empowering mental images, we can literally reshape our neural pathways and, consequently, our lived experience. The power of imagination is not limited to the individual realm but also has the potential to collectively transform our society. Imagine what would happen if, as a global community, we focused on visualizing a world of peace, equity, and harmony. The collective energy of our shared visions could act as a powerful catalyst for change, inspiring innovative actions and solutions to the challenges we face as humanity. This idea of collective imagination ties into the concept of the collective unconscious proposed by Carl Jung. It suggests that there is a shared reservoir of experiences and archetypes that influences all of humanity. By consciously cultivating positive, uplifting visions on a collective scale, we may be able to tap into this shared consciousness and create a ripple effect of positive change throughout society.